Welcome back to Popes and Pinos. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We're playing as pretty ginormous Mexico over here. Still not even remotely as ginormous as the US of A with... wow, that's... No, that's the state. That's not as low. We have 7.6 million pop and 7.82 million GDP, which has increased quite a bit apparently since we last looked at this, but the Americans are still much bigger. Anyway, we are getting there. Did I look at the wrong numbers all the time last time? I don't know. Kind of feels like it. Because I mean, yes, we've increased. We've almost doubled the GDP. But that feels like more than doubled. Anyway. So why is this? No, it's fine. Who knows? Who knows? I might have been wrong completely. What have we done? We have been colonizing a little bit up here and annoying all the natives. I'm kind of planning not to care about the noise of the natives, and if we must, we'll send in the goons. But, you know, maybe they just comply and everything is fine. We also took, speaking of sending in the goons, we took Guatemala off the former Central America. I say the former because I'm pretty sure that they were called Central America before and they're not anymore. Which in turn probably means that we don't have a truce anymore. Right? Surely, we have a truce to whom? To El Salvador. Huh. Interesting. Maybe they're the successor state to former Central America. Anyway, we do have a truce to Honduras. And Honduras has no friends. So, I mean... yeah, bringing in the Honduricals. Honduricals? Sure. These folks here will generate a bunch more radicals. But on the other hand... then we have their stuff. Do they have stuff? They do not have a lot of stuff. Do they have anything that we really care about? No. I mean, I want it. And I want to go take it. Probably want to go make my way all the way down to probably New Granada, which might be Spanish inclined. It's not at all. Interesting. So maybe the riches of South America are in reach, within reach. But for now, let's fix our economy a little bit. Although it does look a lot better than it has looked for a moment. And we're making decent dosh. It's not bad. We actually have some unrealized taxes because... oh, right. Certainly because of the uncouth radicals down in Guatemala. Still don't really know that there is anything I can do to make these guys understand faster that things are fine. It's not like a decrease there. I mean, national values, maybe? What is your pop? Your pop is Maya, which is... don't know. Why does it not tell me here whether that's an accepted culture? There. I assume there. It is discriminated, yeah. So these people are not proper Mexicans. And we do have some spare authority. That's the word. Wait, I can't do this here. You don't have any assimilating or converting pops. Maybe there's some... I don't quite know how the mechanics work. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, all this we know about. I don't really know what to do about it. It's not the first Paradox game I have the issue with, that these messages, there's just a bunch of them that essentially are always there, and if I unclick it, they just come back. And really, they hide the more important messages from actually ever happening. Paper. Do we really not lick paper anymore? We might not. We did increase paper. Well, kinda even Stevens on the paper production. We have a singular paper mill. So maybe just want to look into another one of those. But we have a ton of things we want. So maybe not. Building a bunch of wood production. It's not even going to be making a dent. It looks like it just made a dent. But that's just because we stopped producing so much or building. And therefore our wood consumption went down. I'm tempted to run a full other round. Or we go for glass. Did we upgrade these things? We did upgrade our urban centers. So it's really coal that we would need. 70 coal for gas street lights so we get the services out. Tempting. I could start extracting coal, I think, right away. Tools are not great either. Might be looking into that. Because we need tools wherever we go. Let's go ahead and plop down another tool factory. I still would love to swap to using iron in construction. But 300 extra iron, it's just... how? Even if we had nitro or dynamite or something. Columbia District improving relations. I mean, fine. What about Clipper? Yeah, convoys. We probably also want to upgrade our port. So many things we want to do. I do kind of like the idea of upgrading the port. This wood route is just not good. Let's just kill it. With great prejudice. Yeah, port upgrade. And maybe a factory for clippers. I also got a shipyard in some places. But we around here call it a clipper factory. Do we start on the clipper factory? Maybe. I always have a hard time getting shipyards to actually do well. How many clippers does a shipyard clip? Shipyard. Yeah, make 35 clippers. We don't need 35 clippers yet, do we? Pretty sure we don't. Well, kind of close, actually. Oh, because of all the fishing wharves. So we did a port upgrade, then we'd actually probably need all the clippers. That's good to realize, I suppose. So maybe we do want that port upgrade. Fine. Let's go ahead and have another level of port in Veracruz. Don't like these radicals not going down anymore. Why do we have radical? Sometimes these tooltips are weird. Discrimination, decrease in standard of living, unfulfilled demands. Yeah, decrease in standard of living is still a much higher number than I would like to see, considering that the economy is doing fine. Did we ever research the thing for the livestock ranches? I don't think we did, no. You're doing wine, but not in all of them. Would you want to do wine? You say you would. I think we're still lacking grain, but I mean, might as well run vineyards everywhere. Government. Almost got the Brits to 50 and the US of A to neutral. Which is another reason to maybe not do a southern war right now. Because we don't want to annoy them too much. On the other hand, I do want to take control of stuff before the Brits or, say, the Spaniards do. That's intensive agriculture, which I like, because it allows us to do intensive grazing here. Intensive. For fertilizer and a bunch more fabric. And then we'll set you to soil enrichment, or whatever it's called. And then ideally, we see that we're producing a bunch of fertilizer, which we're also using. That's actually kind of balanced. That's nice. Hunger is no longer a thing. We're swimming in maize. No, I still don't love the extra fabric we're getting from that Years of A route. Well, it just seems to be very efficient. So, the play for power. Industrialist for political strength, I think is fine right now. Not that we've been dealing a lot with government just yet. Any cool laws? I'm still kind of interested in dedicated police force. And we do have some bureaucracy now, so we could technically do it. It's not too shabby. I would love multiculturalism or total separation, but those seem to be hard to get. Wouldn't hate religious schools, don't love them, but education does seem nice. I mean, religious schools are easy to do because everybody loves them. It just costs a lot of bureaucracy to actually run schools. I mean, how could we not run schools? Come on, let's go. Let's go science, though. Nitroglycerin is kind of shabby. I don't like it. Canneries are okay. Crystal glass certainly is a thing. Precision tools. Oh, this is just a lot more tool usage, right? Oh, also making steel tools. So there are a lot of good things here. What about society? I mean, we still lack empiricism. Apparently it's not spreading to us for some unfair reason. Yeah, but I also really don't like it. Mechanical tools? Crystal glass? Let's go mechanical tools. And we're working on education. It's good. We have a bunch of authority for some reason. We're building a port. After which we probably want to then build another urban building. Urban center, government admin. Well, we still have government admin. We can swap to paper usage. We just don't have the paper. So really what we want to be building is another paper mill. At some point maybe get some sulfur to go for sulfide pulping or whatever it's called, which will allow us to make more paper from sulfur. Interestingly enough, I just realized that we never did anything with the budget. It's just so much money coming that we never had to do consumption tax or anything. I don't think we'd need to do it now. Interesting. Oh, Costa Rica revolting. Interesting. I mean, I say interesting. It's a thing, sure. Why is it happening in Honduras though? Or isn't it? No, it's a different one. That's somebody dealing with a Pawnee. Which, you know, it happens. So our new port went up, which, oh, we also needed a clipper factory. Well, it's not quite up, but almost up. We also need a clipper factory, don't we? Again, it's a shipyard. So many things to build, and our building is still so slow. Shipyard. In Yucatan, in Jalisco. Let's put it in Jalisco. And have a look at our trade situation. Why do we only have 220? Oh, it's still rising. Okay. So we should see these trade routes that don't have enough. We don't have any of those anymore. So I guess all the trade routes that could upgrade have upgraded. And yes, we could run other trade routes. I guess right now it's somewhat smart even to do that. What will I import? Medium. Very medium. Awful. Not too bad. Can't attempt to import from the Brits, even though it's not great. Because we're getting to the point where we may be getting a trade agreement going, which would be nice. Sure, it means we get fewer tariffs. But money is hardly our problem. And having more available bureaucracy, because we have cheap trade routes, would be nice. Crooked connections. Intelligentsia, I don't like it. How do they like us? Oh, you're fine. Do your crooked thing. See if I care. Per capita taxation. I really don't want to do that though. Sure, we know a lot of people now because we're not doing it. Oh, a lot. We know some people now because we're not doing it. But we'd also be annoying a lot of people if we did per capita taxation, and then we'd have to go down on taxes to make up for it, and it's all... Ugh. I really want to build so many things. Could I have a huge iron import route? See, that's a question, isn't it? I feel like we checked that before and the answer was no. But I still kind of want to check again. American market, iron... No. What about the British market? They have tons of iron. So if we were to go... Let's give this a try. Let's go and upgrade 2 iron frame buildings, which claims to be extremely expensive right now. And it will be extremely expensive for multiple reasons. And now I want to import iron from the British. I want loads of iron from the British. Not that that looks like it's loads enough. It's not even close to loads enough. Wow. Wait. Trade routes plus 10. Surely my British trade route I just clicked is more than 10. Didn't it say like 1 million? Why is it only 10 iron now? What am I missing? Bring in a crud ton from these folks too. Might even bring in some from the Russians. Now this might not be sustainable. Why do they drop the numbers immediately? What on earth is happening here? Okay, they're upgrading now. So this is extremely expensive. But part of that is because we doubled our building speed essentially. Which is insane. Oh, we lack convoys again? That escalated quickly. And iron is still expensive, yeah. I kind of feel like this might still be worth doing. Because we can build up our economies so much faster. That hopefully things are gonna be fine. But maybe we're just gonna plop down a bunch of iron mines. They build somewhat quickly. What do? Do you produce more iron? You do. If only you had coal. 10 coal into 20 iron. No, a coal mine. A coal mine makes 25 coal. That's... ooh. I guess Oaxaca is going to be our coal place. Oaxaca. It could have a decree for road maintenance. And then I think we reduce the iron mine production to just 1. And then we build a... Can we just build a coal mine? I think we just did, right? Yeah. And then we can swap the iron mines to using the coal, get more iron. And ideally the drain on our coffers is not going to be as bad anymore. I believe these build a lot faster. 300 construction each, rather than say the 450 we need for the shipyard. I say a lot faster. It's faster. This might not be a lot faster. Are we? Oh, we're done improving with the Brits. How do the Brits feel about a trade agreement? Extremely close. We just need to import a bit more stuff. Don't mind if I do. We're already doing iron. We are. We have no convoys, so you know. Could try and drop the American iron route. Ah, we still have no convoys, so no. It's not gonna even help at all. Also tempted to drop the fabric route. But that's also no convoys, so it's again not helpful. 400 convoys, 119 of which are used in the importing of iron. Where else are we using lots? 57 for wine import. And luxury clothing import. Which are something our people want. Now I don't know if we need to actually import the stuff. Or whether it's enough to ask the Brits for it. I mean, do we actually need the convoys to do it? Or can we just request it? -3. Just need a little more. A little more something. What else could we grab? Dye, porcelain, glass, tools. Trade actions, import trade routes. Dye, no. Maybe we could. Glass, certainly not. Porcelain, no. And tools, all kind of bad. Do we have something to sell to the Brits, maybe? Gold. Not gold, no. We really don't. I could sell some of that fabric we're importing. Hey Britain, you want some fabric? That's a no. We're so close to getting something here. I'm sure we just need to find 1 or 2 more useful imports. See, dye is almost affordable. It's not a trade route we should choose, generally. 1 more. Certainly. Do you have a chair for me yet? not horrible price, no. Glass, awful. Luxury furniture, yes. Just do these and hope that that's enough to put them on the trade agreement side. There we go. Once we have the agreement, we can drop the more horrible routes, which don't actually seem to exist. Interesting. These are all kind of fine. What's all this then? 10% enactment success chance. Ooh, but radicals? I don't like radicals. Loyalist. We'd essentially be dropping our attempt at religious schools right now. But we do get 5% of Tarascans in Oaxaca, which is probably mostly Tarascan. I'm not that interested in these schools right now, that I'm not considering. 190k. Let's grab these loyalists. Wasn't that many loyalists, but some. And then I think I'm gonna stop trying to recruit schools for now. We'll come back to that. Maybe we'll even get the better schools when we have the chance. You want to try to go for the police force instead? I think yes. Let's try to get that one going. Even higher success chance too, because of all the support. El Salvador's antagonistic. I mean, if you want war, you can certainly have it. I'm not above declaring war on some foolish southern neighbor. And I believe I've shown that to be the case. Still so many things I want to build. We're building with 35. We're spending a ginormous amount of money on that building. And still, it's not going fast enough. I mean, I'm running on speed 4, which makes everything seem a lot. Ooh. Low government legitimacy again. No, we don't like that around here. It's kind of tough to have a better setup. Don't know that there's one. If I removed, say, you, no, that would be worse. And the armed forces would also be worse. And if we added in somebody else, that also makes it worse. So I believe we have the best government we can have right now. It's just not good. Now there is certainly an argument for maybe getting a different form of government. Maybe one that has more legitimacy. Also, there's absolutely an argument for even more port levels. Jinx. Yeah, the Rurus are being whiny. We understand. We don't like it, but we do understand that they're little peeves. Okay, we plop down the shipyard. Which should mean clippers become quite available. He says. I mean, price of clippers is dropping down to slightly more affordable. I was about to say, we're almost making money. We are, but we're not building at full power anymore. But it's nice to see that we can build with 19 of these and make money. I think I want another iron mine. As much as I want all the other things too. I think increasing our own iron output. Which is going to get much better even once we have the coal. For now, yeah, the clipper route not looking great. Still, everything is in such high demand. It's insane. Something else we can do to the port? No. It's just something we can do to the shipyard. Shipyard. No. Not really. And we need probably still way more paper, right? How are we doing on paper these days? We have excess paper, although we're importing 10. Now pops eat it. Wait, we have trade routes selling it and buying it. It's not great. Why do our pops eat paper? I mean, does it make sense? I mean, they don't eat it. You know what I mean. Household item needs glass, paper, furniture, neither of which we have. That makes sense. But it's probably not enough paper to swap the government administration to filing cabinets, is it? Is it 121 paper? No, that's not enough. It's just... Okay, we have tons of bureaucracy right now, so maybe it's not the most relevant thing. But I still wanna. I want a lot of things. I think we pop down even more iron mine here. And then once this coal is all ready, then we swap over to the atmospheric engine pump, which is probably going to hurt our tools, which means we probably also want to increase tools production again. And you really want to start building luxury clothing and all that. There's so many things we want to do. It is just a little nuts. Oh, but we now have a dedicated police force. Nice. That should have... Oh, I was about to say that should have a little with radicals, but we just grabbed a ton of radicals. What happened? Decreases in standard of living. What the heck happened? So our shipyard being a little grr again. Probably. So you're saying we really need another port level? Let's run another port level. After all these iron mines. Too little coal. How little is too little? Loads. But we're also not generating any yet. It must be just have been built. The coal mine. Surely we're going to see them hire people now. Because I don't know. Why? Why is our coal mine not producing coal? It's not employing any people. Surely this is a money printing operation. Use more tools again. We're negative on tools, it is known. Okay, now they're hiring. Good, good, good. So tools are probably also a thing. And obviously it's a never-ending thing we're doing here, but are we already in debt? No, right? No. Still have tons of money. Loads of money. How's Guatemala doing? 56. They're not really dropping down, are they? Peace treaty. What happened? I don't see a check mark. Surely there's a check mark about what happened. Maybe nobody got their thing? White peace style? Oh wow. Oh, because we're building a government building here, or an infrastructure building. We can actually use the investment pool. Which is why currently we're essentially not losing money, even though we're building at full bore. iron. With all the iron increases we did, we're still low on iron. Obviously low on coal because all the mines need it. It does feel somewhat difficult to fulfill all these demands. We're still rising here. Oh, gold has been depleted. Oh, like that. Rich minerals have been drained. Less migration attraction there, that's fine. I mean, you know I like having gold. I mean, it's logical that it's gonna stop. Can't just keep having all that income. Also, gold clearly isn't infinite. Well, neither is iron or anything. But can't say I'm loving it. What I can say, though, is that this doesn't feel right. This feels as if there's something off. All the clipper routes are unproductive. I mean, makes some sort of sense because we have increased the production of clippers. Oh, we actually have positive clippers now. Okay. Then we should definitely drop these import routes to help our shipyard. That makes way more sense than upgrading the port again. But hey, all of them? All of them. And then why is paper doing so? I mean, I guess we never did upgrade the administration for it. And therefore now we have a little bit too much with the extra paper mill. Do we have lower level administration still to upgrade? We do. So we could just have you go for filing cabinets and be fine on paper usage again and generate even more bureaucracy. And who doesn't love a bunch of bureaucracy? That seems fine. I don't like that our radicals keep going up. It's not a good sign. Even though employment looks good. I mean, surely. Port is built. So what's next? We're building a tooling factory. Let's make one more decision and then put a cut in here. Food is certainly lacking. So services and still chairs and clothing. Still coal and tools. A lot of the regular needs of people are missing. Can import some. It kind of feels like we need more food production, doesn't it? Just to keep people okay. Not that I like building maize farms. Especially since I don't know which of these places is a good place. I could do Guatemala, but they're still rebellious. There are a lot of peasants available in Jalisco. Obviously Mexico. Barrio. Sure. Let's upgrade the farm. See if we can't get people to be happy. Iron and tools, still expensive. But hey. Alright, we have to put that cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, there's the comment section down below, which is free to use. In fact, thank you for watching. See you folks next time.